are listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
GUFON Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. We are live on Friday, May 12th, 2023. How are we? Well, we're back. Yeah, well, I'm back. We're all back. How about that? We're one big happy GUFOnian family back here on a Friday night, exactly a week after the last show we did here. And what a week it's been. I'm going to go over everything with you tonight in vivid detail and living color in 5.1 Dolby surround sound. I know they got 8 point whatever now, but I'm just saying. I like my 5.1. I still have 5.1. Same stereo I had 20 years. Oh, it's good. Pioneer. It got the thing and the big and but it was a pretty wild week, man. What a wild week. As you know, I was going to meet Nathan from the Quantum Show. Nathan and I have known each other for at least 15 years, give or take. And thought, you know what? You're close enough this time. I could drive to meet you. So we did. I met him at the Herocon. And I got to tell you, everything I thought it would be and more. It was a great day. The sun was out. The kids were laughing. Sales were being made. Pictures were being taken. Smiles for miles. Costumes and laughter in the air. And then it hit me. And then it happened. So I made a little video about it and I want to share with you. I put it up for the members already. So if you're a member to GUFON, you could have had a sneak peek before the show, you dirty little scoundrels. That's right. GUFON is supported by you and you alone. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App, all that stuff. What a story, I got to tell you. This is really, I couldn't write it. You can't write this stuff. This is like really weird. And, there's some parts where, I may have blacked out here and there and don't remember everything, but my God, let me pull up the video and we'll get you guys watching. I made a little video about our interaction. It's 7 minutes and 32 seconds long, and I'm going to play the whole thing from beginning to end. And I see here, we're going to do, we don't do roll call much anymore, but I did want to say hi to everybody and thank you all who sent the well wishes and the support and the emails and the DMs and everything else up above and beyond anything I could expect. No, I'm not getting verklempt. I've been throwing up for 4 days. All right, a little verklempt and a little phlegm, a little phlegment. What is it? Man, that Herocon was fun. And Nathan said, I walked in and I'm like, wow, I'm like kid in a candy store. You see it on TV and YouTube and everything, and it doesn't do it justice. And Nathan said, this is nothing. This is small. It's big. Don't get me wrong, but it's not big, not huge. Jeanette, I see your super chat for $10. Oh, you know what? Check this feature out on StreamYard. You may have known this. I just found out before the show started. Nathan, I have to send you the link. I'm going to do it during the video. Now StreamYard puts the super chats, new members, and everything else to the side for me, so I don't have to search for it anymore. Check it out. Tony, first one of the night. Via el president of GUFON. Grazie. Grazie. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate the support. Throwing up that, I did it for 2 weeks the last time on my birthday, March 10th. And I went 2 weeks, remember? Took a whole week off almost. Same thing, missed 6 shows. But they figured out what's wrong. I'll tell you everything. In this video is really, I tried to make it fun. Tony, thank you. Beautiful. Mucho gusto generoso. Jeanette, Angel, with the 10-pound, 10-quid super chat, super dono. I can't even remember. Thank you very much, Jeanette, and your continuing support throughout the week on Cash App totaling $120. So thank you very much for your ongoing support. And I do appreciate that. And I do believe somebody else did it. I'm not going to forget the other Cash App person. I think there was another one. But I'll get your names in a minute. Thank you very much, Jeanette, Tony, everybody. Man, it's just, and as you're going through it, it's not a big ordeal, right? And then you're like thinking about the story and you're like, oh my God, I could have died. I could have been killed right here. And then, you'll hear what else happens. And it's like, oh my God, that happened. It's bizarre. All right. So, we talk about UFOs. We still have UFOs to talk about. There's this strange black line that appeared in the sky. We're going to talk about this thing. And, it looks eerily similar to the map grid that I saw in the sky in 2004. All right, here we go. Jeanette, thanks again. Tony, I'm going to play this video. It's 7 minutes and 31 seconds, something like that. I'm going to play it all the way through. And then I'll continue you'll see. All right, here we go. I don't have to worry about copyright, nothing. This is amazing. First time for everything. Hey, everybody. It's Rich Giordano from GUFON. I am almost to Fort Myers. I'm less than 30 miles out. And I'm going to see Nathan from the Quantum Show. And we are going to go to Herocon. Nice dandruff on my shirt. Wiping out behind me. Oh no! Oh no! It caused accident. Fuck! I saw that. That fucker dropped the ladder. Didn't even stop the truck to get off of it. Whoever it was. Unreal. You saw that ladder in the road. I'm looking and I'm like, what is that? That was a sign.
Decided to get over.
That was a freaking sign.
It looked like the road was ending. But come to find out, at 85 miles an hour,
there's a speed trap ahead.
Speed trap ahead. Yeah, I bet there is. I'm slowing down. Unbelievable what just happened. Look at this. Cows everywhere out here. There's a little water right here, a little lake. Probably man-made. Coming up on some exits here, so I'm gonna have to I made some good time speeding. Whoa! So I parked the car, and now I'm gonna go look for Nathan. Oh, right here. Oh, okay, he's right out there. He's gotta be out here. I see the cars. Should I start yelling? I should start yelling, huh? Nathan! Wow, this is cool. Hey! And there you are! Look at us. What's going on?
What's up?
How are you?
To finally meet you. You're actual, he's real.
I'm a real person.
Hold on.
What's up?
He's real. This is Rich. And see, boots on the ground right here.
We finally met each other after 18 years, 17 years or something.
17 years.
Isn't that wild?
Like 15 years.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
But yeah. And
so cool to see you though, man. Look at these cars. It's beautiful. Pardon?
All right, that's the introduction.
Oh, well, nice to meet you. I'm Rich. Okay.
Andy, Kathy, yeah, we're
nice to see you.
Party together.
The local said we go past the parking garage and hang out. There's a lot of little restaurants.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just parked in that building.
Well, the food trucks are really expensive over here.
Are they? Oh, okay.
$8 for lemonade.
What?
Pizza.
Oh man,
$4
that's crazy.
$4 for
$14 for
water.
a little 8-inch pizza.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not buying
It's just like the going to a game.
it. Yeah.
I might as well turn this off.
See, I got Yeah, this is
Holy
on the
shit.
TV show. It's got,
Dude, that is awesome.
what is it called?
Oh yeah. Oh, look at them. That's cool. Somebody still listens to cassettes.
This one's from
Oh, this is amazing.
Of course, Jurassic Park.
This is Van Helsing, huh? That is so cool. Oh, I love it, man.
The cosplay on the inside is insane.
I can't wait.
So
Oh yeah. Wow, that's worth coming.
oh, this is Battlestar Galactica. Holy shit! Awesome.
Is it?
Raptors.
Oh wow. No way, that's cool. It is. This is wild, man. It's so beautiful.
Battlestar Galactica. I didn't see it until
How cool is that? Oh man. That's fun. I would, but I don't. I love them.
And that is the beginning of most of it, just a little something to get you in the mood, I guess. And I wanted to put something up and, commemorate it a little bit. And there's a part 2 that I'm going to put up with some really high def pictures and video of the Herocon and the people that we took pictures with, or took pictures of, I should say. Well, and with, I think. So, there was a lot of stuff that happened. We were only there, 4 hours. It went by very quickly. And it was just, we met some good people. Nathan was purchasing some books and some memorabilia, and I was jealous of that. And I really wanted to join in that kind of fun. But now that I've had a taste of what I've been missing, man, I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss that stuff. I want to go more and more. So keep an eye out for those types of things now. So I'm really glad Nathan was around and we were able to pull that off. And he's waiting in the wings. But before I bring him on, I did want to bring up 2 super chats that were thrown out during the video from Chris Rogers. $5 on the side for Return of the Rich. Thank you very much, Chris. It is Return of the Sith Rich. I am Sith Dick. Thank you very much. Chris Rogers, a continuing supporter of GUFON. Thanks, man. And Bernie Muro with the Super Dono, the $5. That's your mark. That is the Super Dono, the Muro mark. And we appreciate it every single time, man. Thank you very much, Bernie. I appreciate your support always, being here and everything. Everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's really weird. What is today? Friday? It's Mother's Day weekend. Yeah, I'm surprised there's only 96 people, but I guess people didn't know I was coming back. To be honest, I didn't know. I thought I'd come back Monday, but I was itching. Yeah, and I wanted to talk and, just talk about what happened and have Nathan on and share the experience together. Because it was a really good time. And I want Nathan, to tell. I know he did his show, but that was over there and it'll be a little different here. But I may have some questions for him and he'll bring up some things that'll trigger my memory. To be honest with you, I remember the day, but it's like spotty. It may have been the drugs they gave me or whatever in the last 4 days, because I'll tell you what happened. And Nathan was there when it initially really started. I started sweating profusely. My back was soaking wet. I think I even changed shirts at one point. It was that bad, I think, right? Yeah, I think I did. And he's like, man, you're really sweating. I'm like, I know. I didn't know that I was breaking down at the moment. You know, I wasn't feeling nauseous or anything, just hot and a little off, but nothing out of the normal. You know, I'm used to that. So, you know, we did a little walking around, and then, you know, this is a part of me where I'm having I think oh, that's right. I went, I think, to lay down or change my shirt or something, and then he was going to go and get something to eat. Right. Okay. I remember that. And then I was throwing up. We were on I was on parking level 4 or something like that. And I kept going to my car to throw up and also lay down. And the Cousins brothers know this all too well. They've seen me go through the same exact thing. But usually it's in the morning hours, not during the day where everybody's walking around. So around 6-ish, I don't know, it started to rain, and then you know, he met his friends, I think, and then I went to use a restroom in a bar to go throw up, because as soon as I walked down 2 flights of stairs, I'm like, oh no, you know, and then I oh, that's open. Okay. And I went in there, and there was a little bathroom with a lock, and it wasn't the cleanest, but you know, who cared? I didn't care. And, yeah, and I got to tell you, I've come up with the most inventive ways to make myself throw up. At one point, I mean, we're all adults here. You know, I couldn't get the sound of a porno movie out of my head sometimes. It was like, all right, already, I'm not going to throw up because of that noise. Yeah, and so then I learned how not to make that noise. So then I didn't think of that anymore. And there's really, like, it's strange. You have buttons that you could push. Like, if you really are having a problem throwing up, and I know some of you go through this because I've spoken with a few of you, you put your fingers down your throat and you push down and back, and it's like it turns on a faucet. You don't even have, it just comes out sometimes, not all the time. But when you're running full, that is my go-to right now. So, you know, anyway, but I got, it got so bad that I was in the bathroom. Nathan met me at the little bar. It was a bar, and the music was on and everything. And we decided he was going to go. I was going to try to drive home at this point. I don't remember. I think it was 6:30, 7:30, somewhere around there. And we go up to my car and we say our goodbyes. We say our goodbyes. And, oh, I got to show you the cards and everything. Yeah, I finally got him his shirt after all these years. And I got these cool cards he made for me, the GUFON deck. It's like a short deck of cards. It's great. It's like my favorite thing right now. And anyway, so we exchanged that, our goodbyes. Love ya. See you later. I gotta go. So he leaves, and I sat in the car for probably 20, 30 minutes, and then I took off on the freeway. And I remember it being around 7:30, and it just got done raining. It was wet out. And if I go back in my text messages, I could probably see where I text. I don't know who. I think it was my mother, or I don't know who, that I'm on my way home in case it was my mother. Yeah. So I said, I'll probably be home by midnight. I'll let you know. I'm not feeling well. Da, 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 da. So midnight 15 comes, 15 after midnight. Now, all along, it's only a 2.5 hour drive. So here I am pulling over every 1 to 5 miles to throw up. And every time I pull over, it's 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm talking, I pull over right on the shoulder. Traffic's going by 6 feet away at 80 miles an hour. And I'm sticking my head out the window facing traffic on the driver's side because I don't give a flying frog. And I'm yakking and it's coming out pretty good at this point. And I see blood and I didn't get too concerned. Not yet, because it was spotty. And I also wasn't 100% sure until I got to the hospital. But, and Nathan, I'm going to bring you on in about 2 to 5 minutes. So he's waiting in the wings patiently. It's all right. We talked before the show. And I'm bringing him on a lot sooner than I thought. So I'm glad about that. But I just wanted to tell you my version because once I get it out, then Nathan and I can dissect whatever parts we need to. So I remember 9 o'clock. I remember 9:15. I remember 10:15, 10:45. Now, as I'm pulling over, people are randomly stopping to see if I need help. Are you okay? They pull a couple of car lengths behind me. One car pulled in front, and at one point, which was at 2:45 in the morning, this was my first encounter with one of these people who tows trucks for the city. They see broken down cars, they put the stickers on them, or they collect them because they've been sitting there too long. So he comes over, he sees me, and he's like, "Hey, you need me to tow your car or something? What's going on?" And I'm like, "I'm sick." He's like, "Oh, okay, all right. You need anything?" And I go, "Do you have any water? Any water, tea, anything with?" He goes, "No." And I'm like, "Well, that's what I need." And I was being funny. I wasn't being mean. I'm like, "Well, that's what I need." He's like, "I'm sorry, man." He's like, "You gonna be okay though? You need me to call somebody for you?" And I go, "No, I'm on my way home. I'll be fine." So obviously I wasn't. So I stopped at, I remember it 3 minutes after 3 and then 3:13. And this is where it got interesting. And at this time I pulled over and there must have been like a bridge. You know how sometimes they have these gullies that go under the freeways and they're just washways. And I parked on one of those because it was a little bit wider and it was concrete and it was louder, which bothered me because the sound bothered me. So I pull off and I have more feet so I feel a little more comfortable, hanging out of the car a little better. And I'm doing my thing and I'm getting mad because it's on my shoes now. And I'm like, God, it's on my shorts. I've got it in my beard. And I'm like, I can't believe I've been on the road for 7 hours. For a 2.5 hour drive. I've been on the road from 7:30 at night. It's now 3:25 and a car pulls in front of me. Dirty license plate. Couldn't even read it. It looked like it said New York. I don't know. But it was like a station wagon, from the 70s. Or a minivan. But it backs up and it gets right up to my front bumper. And now I'm like, this person can't know me. I'm thinking, what is going on here? And they just sat there. And they sat there. Nothing happens. Now I see flashing yellow lights coming up behind me. And it's another tow truck driver, not the same way. It was a different one. Because he got out and he gets really close to my bumper too, but not as close as the person in front of me. And he goes, "Hey, you need me to tow you or something? A car broken down?" I'm like, "I'm just sick." He's like, oh, you got friends here. Okay. And I go, I don't know who they are. I go, they just pulled in and they backed up. I go, for all I know. And he walks by me. Now, like I said, there's a little extra room, so he's able to walk by, no problem. And he goes to see who it is, and he said, and they take off. And as he gets up to the window, he said they yelled something. He thought it was Spanish, he said, and that was that. And I said, I didn't know who they were. He says, well, let me tell you something. Don't leave your car here. If it's broken down, let me tow you somewhere because it's dangerous here. This whole stretch, it's terrible. Your car will be stolen. He goes, and if it's not stolen, you'll be lucky. And I go, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to just, and I started to like get sick. And he's like, do you need an ambulance or something? Because you don't look too good. And I said, actually, I do. And I just said, I can't do this. I was 52 miles from home. And I knew that was another minimum hour. And I'm right on the edge of Tampa. It was Advent Tampa was the hospital I stayed at. I believe that was the name of it. The paperwork's in the other room, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I showed you guys some pictures of the resort that they put us in. I got to tell you, that room was unbelievable. But that's not the end of the story. So real quick, I'll run through the last few parts here. So my parents want to help and get the car for me and bring it back to the hospital. So when I leave, I can just drive home. It's 50 miles. It's not like 10 miles, whatever. They can just do it in a minute. So I said, all right. So my mom came and got the key the next day, whatever. And off they went. Couldn't find the car. I said, it's on mile marker 264. It ain't here. I said, are you on the 75? Yes, Richie, we're not stupid. And I said, well, you have to be. It's there. Wasn't there. So they reported it stolen. And in that process, my identity was stolen. And a lot of charges were made to my card, I found out. Credit checks, all sorts of things like you wouldn't believe. And I have a hunch, a really strong hunch on who I think it is, but I'm not allowed to say because I could be wrong. I don't have proof, and I don't think I'll ever get it. But let me just tell you this. The ambulance drivers were all up in my car. One of them was. And I can see this because they lifted me into the ambulance, and I'm looking out the back of the ambulance at my car. So I see. I'm like, what is he doing? He's looking for your ID, I think. And I'm like, what are you... Oh, hey, get out of my car. Hey, what are you doing? I got my ID. Why didn't he ask me? Why didn't you ask me? Now I'm getting sicker. I'm yelling. And it was really strange. So he closes the door. I lock it up. I see it go off. I said my prayers. And hopefully I'll see her again. And I give him the ID. I go, why don't you just ask me? He says, I did ask you. You didn't answer. And I say, so you just decide it's okay to go in my car? You don't know what's in there. You don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. He's like, all right. He goes, nothing happened. It's okay. So he gives my license to the driver up front. And he's like, name and address and your social. And I go, my social's not on there. I'm not giving it to you. And I thought that was weird. So I have my hunches. And guess what? Never got my license back. I asked every single day. I saw him hand my license to the girl behind the counter. Don't know what he said, But I watched him the whole time, you know, and I watched him hand it to her. And when I left, I went to the counter because it was right happened to be where my car was. My parents couldn't have parked it in a perfect place if they tried. And I asked, and no, we don't have it. Lost and found? Nah, nothing. So I'm going through that. It's like, can any more stuff happen? You know? Let's see. No. I think that's about it. So I'm going to bring Nathan on. And I'm leaving stuff out. There's just so much more to go over. We'll talk, and he and I will he'll refresh me. He's here. Thanks for being patient, Nathan. Oh, I'm getting an echo.
I don't know why I'm good on my end.
It's pretty bad.
Checking.
Yep. While you're, that's a little better. No, it's terrible.
How about now?
Terrible. While you're fixing that, Ben from the Yorkshire Gufonian with £2, 2 quid. Yeah, that Nathan, that's not going to work.
I don't know what's
that's
going
terrible.
on. You're
And I don't have any other things open.
I don't either. I
Yeah.
have nothing working.
Do you hear it too?
You hear you?
No, I hear me.
I don't.
It's like there's a speaker on and it's coming through, but it sounds internal, to be honest with you. It doesn't sound like it's coming from you. Ben, thank you for the £2, 2 quid super dono, brother. Mucho gusto, generoso. It's still going, Nathan. It's bad. Helen with £3, 30. Okay, that works sometimes.
Because there was some audio weirdness from the beginning.
Yeah.
Just in the gray room.
Yeah.
I'll go out and come back.
Sure. All right. Well, we do that. We'll just do the super chat. Thank you, Helen. Thank you very much. The £3, 33, and I appreciate that. I do. You guys were unbelievable while I was out. Scott Blight, a Canadian 11 coin. That's $11. That's a super dono too, Scott. Thank you. Hold on. What are you doing there? Are you cowboying? Cowboying. What a moron I am. Oh, you're fishing. That's close. It's in the same, right? It's almost the same. I think it is. Hunting for food, right? All right. Thanks, Scott. I know, I'm in a weird mood. Yeah, they got me on no pain pills because I don't have any pain, just nausea medication. Thank you, everybody, for the supers. Appreciate it. Andrea Coran, too. Thank you. That just came in. I appreciate the $3 super sticker. See, now that's what StreamYard needs to fix is the super sticker. So we see the sticker on StreamYard, not that it says super sticker, because I can't see it. And that's half the battle. That's half the fun. And if anybody is sending PayPal or anything like that, let me see if it's coming in because, Nathan, bear with me. I see you there. Hold on. I do see some PayPals that came in. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I didn't think it would work because they're sending me a new card, you know, but it is working. I can accept stuff. I just can't put it in the account until that's fine. Dorothy with $3.33. And you say all threes because of 3 reasons I'm glad you're back. 1, you're needed. 2, you're knowledgeable. Questionable about that one. And 3, you're never far from our own hearts. Love you, Rich. Glad you're back. Dorothy, big sister. I call Dorothy my big sister. I'm a little brother. All right. Now you know. All right. I may have slipped that out before, but just something we do. Thanks, Dorothy. I know. I don't know why I said it. Thank you for that. And also Marie Jose Sproul. $2.39. I hope you're not mad I said sprowl. I still do it. I can't help it. It's just the way I am. Thank you very much. You've been continually supporting GUFON forever, so I can't thank you enough, you know? Thank you. And also, Ben, again, hope you're okay, Richie. Glad you're back. $4.20. That's the number I was looking for. Yeah, I didn't smoke anything, vape anything for 5 days. And I'll be honest with you, the vaping sucks. I don't like it. And I'm done with it. So I don't need it. But the other stuff, I'm fine. I'll keep doing that. All right, let's see if Nathan is well enabled. Thanks for the supers and the PayPal support, everybody. Everybody. Hold on a second, Nathan. Let me get this out of here. Please work. Hello. Damn it, it is working.
It's working?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, man. I can't believe it.
I came back in. When I came in, there was a big delay on seeing you talk and hearing your voice. So I was like, oh boy, this is totally a paranormal show.
Yes, it is, my man. Yes, it is. And I'm glad you're here. And you were there when it happened, but I know you did your show. I know. You know, I don't want to get into too much of it, but it was fun. We had a good time. Didn't we? We had fun up until the end, till I was like that. It was a great time.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people were incredible.
Yeah. And what you haven't mentioned yet is you took interviews, little on-the-spot interviews.
Yeah, I did.
One guy, the comic author.
Right here in the this guy here.
Yeah, that guy on the thumbnail. He was, him and the neighbors were all like, "Did you see that? Did you?" This is what he said, right? Did you see that? Did everybody see that? Right? It's a UFO, right? And they were like, "Yeah, it was a UFO. It's a UFO." He was great.
You know what I liked about that place? I didn't see any attitude. Like, people were generally nice. Now, I know that it can get like that because competition with costumes and all that. Does that ever happen at those places?
Okay, only in
Nathan, bear with me. Nathan, hold on a sec, Nathan. Your volume is low. I'm glad somebody else mentioned it.
Let me I was adjusting it down. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe if you can double it up. It's that low. I'm a little louder than I should be too, but I'm gonna work on that. I'm fixing that. There we go.
How about now? Sound check.
There you go.
Is that better?
You know, to me, it's hard to tell. So we'll see if they guys give me a 1 or a thumbs up if it sounds fine. Nathan, you might as well continue. They'll let us know. 1 if it's good. No, it's not better. I didn't think it was that much better either, John Southern Exposure.
All right, let me go ahead and... How about now? Check.
No,
sound check.
It's exactly the same.
Talk about aliens. Well, give it, 20 seconds, right? 10 seconds, 20 seconds?
No, I can hear you live, though. It sounds the same. But all right,
but them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you know what, Nathan? They can turn up the volume if they... I'm sorry, this is just... This isn't TV. This is, it's StreamYard, and that's how it is on the internet. It's not always going to be 100% perfect. I can hear you just fine, as long as I'm not talking.
Are they saying anything yet?
I think if you could turn it up just a little more, that would be enough.
Okay, I'm up to 3/4 full volume.
Dude, that is perfect now. I can even tell the difference there.
Maybe
that
I
is
should
good.
just talk louder. Because hopefully everybody can hear. And ever since Florida, I have a clogged up ear. And I can, like the day I talked to you, the day before that, I got the worst clogged up ear ever. And it's still not gone. So, okay, I've got the other Sound check, everybody. Give me sound check.
Oh no, you sound good now.
Yeah.
Everybody
Okay.
says you sound. Yeah, you're good.
I see Diane making do. Okay, cool. Just yell at each other.
Yeah, right. That's it. I can barely speak. And all right. So where were we?
Talking about the comic guy who had the UFO in his neighborhood and everybody saw it. And that was one guy that we talked to. I had already talked to a few people. I talked to the vendors because they normally don't have much interaction with the people, and they're kind of neutral to any kind of thing. They're there for the vending part of it, and they all love the paranormal. Not everybody had an experience, but they all loved the shows. And somebody said their grandma told them some cool stuff, and I don't remember too much, honestly. But
it's in their wheelhouse. This is all like this. It's almost like the same genre, just different. That's all it is. It's fantasy.
They have very good imaginations, and they can accept the odd faster than the normal muggle can. These guys, cosplayers and people who deal with fantasy and hero and superhero and the Van Helsing car vampires, they can all get into the topic one way or another. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah. So one way or another, they can get into the topic.
Yeah, they can get into the topic, and they don't say, "Oh, this is BS. Oh, this is stupid." They don't do that. They want to be at first entertained. It's like on the surface, but then they start thinking about it, and they go, "Wow, this stuff could be real." And then it starts to sink in and cycle and go over and over in their heads, and then they're in the chat rooms, and then they're on the websites and watching all our shows. And I'm like, come on, bring them on. Welcome to the GUFON and Quantum shows.
They did subscribe at least, and I like that they're open-minded that way, because it's fantasy and maybe reality too. There are superhumans and maybe out there and other places on other worlds with superhuman strength and abilities we'll never understand. I believe that happens in nature as it is. It's just we're not aware of it to the depth that we should know. But I really enjoyed the people. I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I thought it was
nice. They're friendly and outgoing, and they'll talk to you,
Earlier, I was asking you if there was any competition between these people.
Right.
With costumes I mean, like every year, do they come out and they're like, I'm going to outdo you this year with the best cloth on the planet?
You know what? The culture is not that way. The culture in cosplay is not that way. The culture is supportiveness. Help them. Don't criticize them without offering some kind of solution. And if you have a problem, the crowd is going to have a problem with you, because if you bully somebody, then somebody gets their feelings hurt. They don't want that vibe out there. So they will defend that person. I mean, that person all of a sudden will have 20 friends coming up to him and say, "Oh, are you okay? Is it okay? Is your costume? Did something happen? Who said something to you?" What? And that's the cosplay. Right now, that's general cosplay, just behavior. Okay, that is the culture of cosplay. There are only
and for those people who don't
groups,
and there's people. Okay, I was saying there's people out there who don't know what cosplay is. It's costume play, right?
Yes, that's the word. And what it is you're paying homage to your favorite characters. In every imagination you can think of. Anime, we saw a giant inflatable Pikachu, right, costume. It was great. We got pictures. We got who is it? Daredevil and Elektra. We got
they were awesome.
The Jedi. Oh man.
That's what I wanted to ask you about, because you have knowledge of the intricacies of each of these uniforms they wear. And when you saw, I don't know who it was a Star Wars guy, and you're like, that is really nice. And to me, it looked nice. It looked like, yeah, it looks like a nice piece of cloth, but I couldn't tell the difference between what makes that one really unique. Is it because it matches exactly or nearly exactly? Or is it because what?
Okay. In the hallway. I think I know who the guy with the
tan thing.
With the markings on his face.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I've tried to remember that guy's name. He was in he was a character in Clone Wars cartoon. And he was one that went to the dark side or left the Jedi Order, who was undercover.
All right.
And if somebody in the I know it's kind of vague, but if somebody in the chat, he was the Native American inspired Jedi in Star Wars. And if anyone, he was in Clone Wars, and he was in Episode 1 Phantom Menace. It had a cameo, and he was in the comics. So if anyone in the chat knows that character's name, put it in there, and I will try to keep up and see.
Sooner or later, he'll have a series. He'll have his own pilot.
He's already had a series.
Oh, no way.
He's already had a comic and a series. And I just can't remember his name.
I'm thinking more or less like, like we're seeing on Disney. One of those.
Oh, that is possible.
If the character's cool. I like Darth Maul. I didn't like Darth Maul until the Cousins brothers told me a little bit more about Darth. And I really think Darth Maul is unbelievable. That's why I put a little homage to Cousins brothers with the Darth Maul knitting. Because, inside joke. But anyway, it was you bought some things though. Any of those things that you bought gonna go up in value, or does it matter?
They may go up in value, but I'm not concerned about it. I was concerned about the experience, and it was fun. And I don't think any of the things that I bought some comics, a couple of t-shirts, a bunch of action figures. They definitely won't go up in value. I bought the beaters on purpose. But if the guy gets published, his comics will be worth something. The guy that we were talking to?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Very nice presentation. Very nice, likable guy. He didn't seem fake. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. I was expecting to see at least one of these pretty girls roll their eyes. Not one did. Like, can I get a picture with you? All right. Nobody did that. Like you said, they're all going to want to take a picture, and they all did.
Yeah.
And we're willing to pose and all, whatever you said. Can you come over here? Come over here.
I got some poses. I got this girl. I got a pose with her. I'm looking through her fingers and her long red nails and all these cool poses. I was like, come on now, come on. And I talked her up to him. Like, you look awesome. Let's do this. Let's do this. You stay there. Let me angle down. Let me angle up and get you to look like you're going to. They love it.
I thought I saw,
love it.
Yeah, I thought I saw you with somebody giving them. Wasn't it that blonde girl at the end?
I think I think she was blonde. Yeah, she had some kind of spider outfit on.
No, I have it right here. I'm going to show it to you. I can't believe I was sitting on the stairs trying not to throw up, and then I leaned backwards and saw you with her. That's the girl.
That's her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. It's only 9 seconds.
Love it. Yeah, they love it. See that I was crouching down. I was like, now go like this. And she was like, and I got really up close to her hand so you could see it, like you could see her through her own fingers, and it was cool.
That is a cool shot. I want to see those. Yeah, because I have a lot of good pictures, dude. I took over like 200 pictures while I was there.
Oh, well, yeah, you had that. It's okay. Everyone listening, it's hard to go walk around doing this, right?
Right.
And Richie's got this camera. He's just like.
Well, that Nikon has a little handle built. Well, that was the Nikon P900. That thing has like a little grip handle on it. They're all made like that, but that thing, it's not that heavy for a big lens like that. I was surprised how easy it is to maneuver with. Here, check this girl out. You didn't see this girl. We got separated for like an hour. I think you went to the store or something. But check this out here. That girl. She was not, I think she was a little Ariel or something like that. Ariel. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, she was. There was a sign behind her, the Black Ariel or something like that. That's what Ariel, she was calling her.
From Little Mermaid, Ariel.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But it was the Black Ariel. That's why I got a picture with the sign, but it's not popping up for some reason. Oh, it's on the camera. It's on my camera. That's right. I alternated. Yeah, that was so now when's the next one or any con that you're going to?
Well, the next one I'm going to is in 2 weeks, and it's here near Nashville in Lebanon, Tennessee, and I'm going to be going to its IC-Con, and I actually have the pass right there. It came in the mail today. He sends out passes. Awesome. He doesn't do digital tickets, and he makes his own.
Well, then they can't be faked.
Yeah, and apparently that's a big deal.
Wait, what was that?
This was the envelope that he sent it in.
I didn't know what it was. Yeah, it looked more.
Yeah, it's the logo.
I thought it was like a machine part or something. Yeah.
Oh no. But yeah, this came in today. He sent that, and he sent a lanyard with the logo on it.
That's awesome. Kick-ass. I love lanyards. I've got a million of them. From concerts, skiing. I kept everything. Hey, man, I didn't really know. I don't know what is going on, and I don't know if you know what is going on. What's going on in ufology this week? I have no clue.
Okay. Carl, what's his name? Tucker Carlson has started his own channel. Okay. And he's like, I'm sick of the media lying and telling me to lie, and you have to lie because that's the way it's done, or you just get blackballed. I saw he's on Rumble. He has a short on YouTube, but it led to Rumble. And
wow, that's good. Yeah. That's good because I want to go to Rumble.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson is on Rumble. He's on Rumble is his secondary. Twitter is his primary. And he was saying something like, yeah, Twitter is the last vestige of free speech. I'm like, hold on there a second, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Carl.
Yeah.
Rumble is your last vestige of free speech. Twitter shuts people down based on popular opinion.
They still do.
Yeah, and he'll figure it out.
I got shut down. YouTube removed a comment of mine today, and it wasn't even offensive. It wasn't. All I said was, this guy's full of it, full of shit, and he should be in prison for what he did. You can't say that?
Sounds perfectly logical to me. People say that stuff all the time.
Nathan, that's because they're coming for me. That's a sign that no matter what I do now, they're going to fucking shut me up every way possible. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. They don't like me. I've got bad notes on my account. I guarantee it. I can tell when I talk to the reps. I can tell the way they treat me.
Other things is Tim Burchett is back out talking again. Amy covered him today, and I am having a hard time remembering what she was. I listened to the replay.
I saw the thumbnail. Wasn't it having to do with corruption or something? And
yeah, it was to do with the corruption and
stuff being hidden inside. Think people are. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the private sector and all the money moving around, and how I just can't. I think Tim Burchett, and I think, anybody wants to get involved with this is going to end up suicide, 3 shots to the back of their head. Every time
Yeah.
I think of Tim Burchett, I think of that quote. I love that guy.
What's up,
He's
Andy
right
Kelly?
down the road.
Yeah, no doubt. When he said that, I was like, wow, that's really ballsy, and I'm on board with that guy until he screws up. But Burchett, to me, seems like he's playing both sides. I don't like that he's really chummy with I mean, he has to be that way, chummy with everybody.
Yeah.
But talking to Corbell, like, he's got some inside scoop, and I don't know why he can't follow up on that and see if Jeremy's lying, although he should be doing other things than worrying about UFOs in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't he from Tennessee?
Yeah, he's Knoxville area. Knoxville.
Isn't that where you're from?
No, I'm Nashville.
Oh,
Knoxville is about 6 hours away from here.
Oh, wow.
4.5, something like that. And another big town, East Tennessee. But yeah, you're right. He's got other stuff to do because East Tennessee is the weird Tennessee. It's the cool, that's where they got the water temple, all the Bigfoot sightings. That's where Oak Ridge is. That's where the cave system from Kentucky extends into that part of Tennessee. So all the weird, cool stuff happens in Tennessee. Yeah, I said water temple. It's there. I went there. It's awesome.
I wanted to bring something up. We didn't discuss it before the show because I didn't think it would be a big deal, but I want you to, because you brought something up to me and that other people were telling you not to hang out with me and to stay away from me. I wanted to bring that up and I forgot. And I thought that was really strange, but not unusual, but strange. Like, because I say not unusual for them because that's how they play, the haters. Because the haters were telling you, you can't trust this guy. And meanwhile, I never hung out or talked to any of these people in person or even, you know what I mean? It's like, it was just strange that several people were telling you that. You don't have to name names, but anybody we know?
Yeah, they've been here in this chat. So they're usually haters in this chat too. So
well, that's not that hard to figure out.
Yeah, they'll and they come from Scambian's show mainly.
Yeah,
that's where else I've seen them at. And yeah, I call him that too because that dude went total dark side, and I don't see what is going on. He needs some kind of counseling, therapy, or something.
Oh, I'm sure he's getting it. He's not getting any counseling. That guy thinks he's perfect.
So, do I need counseling? I need counseling by my favorite robot. My favorite robot is counseling me. You're fine, Scambian. No, it ain't working. It ain't working for him.
That's the gist of it with him too. That's the extent of his expertise, help he would be getting.
And I was a fan before he totally flipped up and started talking trash about everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, okay, I'm out. This guy's dark side. I'm out. He has, I don't know what's going on with him, but I cannot hang with this kind of.
I'll tell you what happened. He feels invincible. He feels untouchable. He feels he just doesn't care about anything or anyone because he knows nothing will happen, or he thinks nothing will happen to him. Life has a funny way of coming around and getting you. I mean, look what I'm going through. I'm probably paying for some sins that I broke some years back, right? I mean, all that shit comes around. I don't care how you look at it. One way or another, he's going to pay for it. And it ain't going to be by me.
Yeah.
Just making that clear.
Yep. Right. Karma will take care of him.
Yeah, karma. That, you know who. So I found in Greer, nobody ever thinks like this. I thought of this while I was sitting there in the hospital. You know who Greer is to us? He's the Alex Jones of ufology. He says all this stuff years earlier. Some of it comes true, some of it doesn't. Some will never know. He's exactly like Alex Jones in a more calm way. You know, with all the information he spews about things that nobody could ever verify.
Right. Oh, you said something else going on in ufology. there is a kid that came up. What's that wrestler kid that got into UFOs and got into ghosts and he got in trouble? Paul Logan?
Oh, Paul, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, yeah, that guy. First, I don't care for him in general.
He's a
tool, okay?
Yeah, he is a tool. That's great. You used a term I'm familiar with. Yeah, he is a tool.
Yeah, and he was talking about the only way that we can verify is we get Bob Lazar. I'm like, hold up a second, okay? Hold up a second. I was like, Bob Lazar? I was government. I was in the Army. And I know they only tell people what they need to know. Bob Lazar was told just what he needed to know, especially in that ultra high top secret environment. He says he's filling in is what he's doing. He's making stuff up to make the spotty ass story that he does know sound more coherent. I've been wanting to say that for a long time, Rich. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blurt it out like that.
Oh, please blurt. I don't want to do all the talking.
That's what Bob Lazar has, a spotty story in his head. That is true, but he's filling it in with feasible BS that sounds right, but you still can't disprove.
Can't verify it. It's the Corbell. Corbell does it. They all do it. That's the biggest grifter scam. That's how they make it in this business.
Yeah, because I do believe him having worked at whatever, right? At Area 51.
S4.
Okay, S4. I do believe he was there. I don't think he knows everything that was going on there. And yes, even the bathrooms are freaking top secret. And you get led in ultra top secret bathrooms. Okay? I'm talking that kind of top secret. Not top secret like keep the file drawer closed and keep the papers turned face down. That's not top secret.
Yeah,
right?
This isn't HIPAA laws. Yeah.
Right. This is you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is the kind of top secret where you put your blinder on and you hold on to the dude's shoulder and he takes you to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like
the kind of stuff that happens.
Yeah, then don't look left or right. Keep single. Follow the yellow line.
Right, or they'll put a bag over your head. They are not above that. These are Army and these are special forces.
You are 1,000,000% right. They are not above that.
I've been there.
They do that. Oh,
I was the guy putting the bag over the head. I ain't saying nothing else.
Oh, okay.
But not at Area 51.
Oh, okay. You saw me thinking that through. Okay, thank God. Oh, Nathan, I thought we just broke a story. Oh my God. I was excited for a quick second.
That's
no, I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
That's
I know
my
you
next
didn't
show.
work there. Yeah,
no, I didn't
right.
work
That would be your show.
I tried to go there. I tried to go there, and oh my God, it did not work out. Men in Black showed up. I put in a transfer request, and Men in Black showed up after I destroyed it. And I was like, oh my God, it's crazy.
For the people watching, I'm not going to pull up the picture because I'm just going to show you the thumbnail. See this black line right here, everybody? This is showing up in the sky in certain parts of the world. And that's exactly what it looks like. It looks just like somebody drew it there. And that was on Coast to Coast. I'm trying to pull up the story, but it says I have to pay for it on my computer. I can only look at part of it on my phone, which is why I'm in this situation. So I don't want a membership. I don't want a membership to Coast to Coast. It's, I've heard it all. You know what sucks? They had on all these UFO shows all week.
Yeah.
They're just running them constantly like a marathon. I didn't watch one of them. I see John Greenwald talking for a second, then it switched to Richard Dolan, and I just about broke the TV. I can't listen to these types of people anymore. I don't watch the shows. I'm very disappointed in the way ufology has turned. Very disappointed. And if we can get more things like this in the sky to keep us, I don't know, man. I'm just tired of it all, Nathan. Nothing's getting better. It's getting worse.
You know what? This is a stage of propaganda repetition. This is, they're drilling it down into the general public's mindset now. This is that part of of propaganda. The repetition, the same thing over and over again.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be
Oh, yeah,
acceptable
yeah.
as fact. And people will have, oh, yeah, I remember seeing that Tucker Carlson guy. He's a real jerk. Tucker Carlson bad.
Right.
They're putting that out there.
Yeah, I know.
And they're saying the Tic Tac and the the 3 videos, right? Those are the big UFO videos. That has already entered the general public's mind. Now they're repeating. The John Greenwald, good. The other guy, no. You said he came on after John Greenwald. I tuned him out.
Richard Dolan.
Dolan, the bully guy, the guy who gets bullied. Sorry, Richard Dolan.
No. But say what you got to say. You know, when I was talking about the black line in the sky, I saw a black grid in the sky, longitude and latitude lines, and I told my wife, who was standing just a couple of feet away, to come look up in the sky, tell me what you see without telling her. And she goes, oh my God, I see these lines. And I go, thank God you see it. And, you know, as I'm turning the camera on, it dissipated within seconds, but this is what it kind of looked. It was dark like that, and then it faded super quick. And I think this is signs of things to come, like maybe not HARP. Why did I say that? Project Bluebeam? The one where they're going to do all the hologram shit?
Bluebeam.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why
HARP
I can't
is
think.
the weather.
Yeah,
weather
no, I know.
earthquakes.
You don't have to tell me. I know.
Get it right, Richie. You're under my microscope.
Give me a break. Now I'm laying in bed for 4 days, you know, watching TV, and of course, a couple of the shows I just passing by, and I see John here has seen a Tic Tac, and you know they're showing 3 videos of airplanes slightly out of focus. I could even see the flashing of the FAA light in one of the one of the frames rather, as it's going in slow motion. And I'm like, how do they not know that? Oh, I was getting so mad watching this. Nathan, I'm done. I can't handle it. But anyway, Greer keeps reiterating that the Tic Tac UFOs are human made anyway, which I don't even think they exist, to be honest. But he said that we mastered anti-gravity in 1954. And if that's true, well, you know, that's amazing. He says he knows a witness who saw a Tic Tac, I think. What does it say here? In 91, during the Gulf War. And it was being offloaded out of a C-130 Hercules. Now, the weird thing about that, I found a video from 1992 from the Gulf War. And I've been talking about this video for a very long time, at least 5 years. And I can't find it anymore. But it was an Afghanistan soldier, Afghani soldier. And he says they have UFOs. The Americans have UFOs. They're flying UFOs. These aren't drones. And he says they stop, they move, they take off, you know, from an instant. This is what the guy's saying without any sound. And that was in 92. And I remember that video. My God, I wish I could find it. But it's interesting. Like I said, Alex Jones is Greer for the, Greer's ufology. No, wait. Greer is the Alex Jones of ufology. There it is. But I want to play this clip real quick, Nathan. I want you to hear Greer. You tell me, is he lying?
Let's see.
I've got to talk about UFOs for a minute, Nathan. I'm sorry. What's a UFO show without UFOs?
Yeah, I hear you.
It can't all be Herocon. All right, here we go.
Field propulsion.
All right, so what he just said was bullshit. And, you know, I'm not falling for it. I don't believe a word this guy says. So, you know, what he just said is out of line. I'm joking, Nathan. I didn't play it. I played 1 second.
I was like, I heard field propulsion. And I'm like,
yeah, that was the joke. I was saying that's enough. Like this. That's it. I can't believe how much he lies. That right there just proved he lied. All right, here we go. Look at him. He's looking up and to the left. Gosh dang it. Even he laughed.
Mastered in October of 1954.
I just told him this.
Which also newsflash, here's another talking point to look for at the National Press Club. When,
by the way, that's on June 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, or 10th, 11th, and 12th.
They showed
in Washington. I'm not going to go.
Attack. And I've spoken to David Fravor, who is the F-18 Hornet
asshole
for the Navy, chasing that
liar.
They're off the coast of San Diego.
Bullshit.
You know, everyone's been told, gee, is it from China? Is it this? Is it that? That was one of ours. And what's interesting, we had...
Did you see that, Nathan? He said that was one of ours and shook his head no. In my culture, that's a lie. Watch.
From China, is it this? Is it that? That was one of ours.
See? Did you see? He's a fucking liar. I'm going to get this going.
And what's interesting, we have the information from the gentleman who was in 1991 at in a classified operation during the first Gulf War.
Like him in the other
and being offloaded
it's from Goodfellas
at the Azores Islands from a C-130 transport was the Tic Tac. And that was whatever, you know, we're talking, 30 years, 20 years, 23 years before, you know, the F-18 Hornet that David Fravor flew, chased it. And then you go back to a case in Pennsylvania where multiple witnesses saw exactly the same thing, the Tic Tac, floating over the countryside, for which we have the reporting and a very good professional drawing of that object. So I think part of this also is unveiling the risk of these false flag operations where things that look alien can be deployed to deceive the public, to deceive our own pilots and military, like these Navy pilots, and deceive the Congress and the media. So I think it's very important that all of this come out, but that these dots get connected so that people understand why this is important. Because in the secrecy, and let's call it the enforced secrecy that results in the ignorance.
Anybody else want to rip their ears out? I just can't do it. He turned me off tonight. I don't know what it is. Hey, Larky, I don't know what that means. You're not leaving till someone finds orange? Nathan, what does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
You know what's weird about that, Larky Derry? For the first time in over a decade, I had an orange today. Talk about strange. Right? What does that mean? I'm not leaving till someone finds orange. Aren't you glad I didn't find it? Now you can stay longer. Nathan.
Richie.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. You said Nathan.
I forgot. Richie. I don't know. You were going to say so. I forgot. I don't remember now.
Yeah, I was going to say something. During your video, I don't know what was going on, but I could bear... dude was moving at like 1/15th speed, so I had to look over here at what he was saying.
Yeah,
it was fine on the phone. On here on StreamYard, it was moving at like 1/15th speed. It was like the guy was talking, Stephen Greer. I couldn't make anything out from here.
That's got to be on your end, bro. Because when I saw
it probably is because I'm on this stupid cell connection.
Because I rarely have any issues with speed or anything like that. And
okay, well, I bypassed it anyway, so
yeah. If it was me, I would see it. I would see it happen. And I have my phone on at the same time watching the show, so if anything's going on,
okay,
I got it covered. You understand?
Yeah. You know what? Greer's another one. He's got a piece of something, his personal, and he's plugging other stuff in to make it make sense. And he is now. I do give him more credit than Lazar, but he's still doing it. He's still doing it. And that CE $5,000 trip, I cannot get past that. That right there is like, he's a shyster. He's an oil. He's snake oil. That screams. But he is onto something. He just is filling in the gaps.
You know, you throw enough shit up against the wall, something's going to stick.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what these guys do. They all do it. I do it. No, I don't do it. Just kidding. I just wanted to throw me in there. But they all do it. All these people who make great claims that can't prove it, they all throw up a lot of stuff. So you don't know what's the truth and what isn't. And then you find out, oh, some of it's good and some of it's bad. So you're like, I can't trust this guy for 33% of the time. That's what it comes down to. No, 67% of the time you can't trust what Greer says. That's how I feel. Comes to Jeremy Corbell, it's 90. Everybody else 50.
I've been watching Corbell, and there was Corbell is in it for fame and celebrity and status. He don't care about truth. This is Corbell. He don't care about none of that stuff. Oh my God, you called my cell phone. I've got to get a new cell phone now. Whoopty freaking do, Mr. Corbell. Get you a new cell phone. Have at it. Maybe I should call him. Make him buy another cell phone. Hello, Jeremy. This is Nathan from the Quantum Show. How you doing? Guess how I got your number?
I see what Mark. Sorry. No, that's funny. I'm laughing. It's true though. You're right. I mean, everything you're saying is right. Mark D. Truth Searcher says if it wasn't for third phase of Moon partnership, Rich would tear, castrate, whatever, Greer. Not because of third phase of Moon, but because of the interviews I've watched with other people, and some of the things he said have come true and some just haven't. And some things are being brought up now as being true. Just like I said earlier, he's like the Alex Jones of ufology. Yeah, I think Greer's in it for right reasons and selfish reasons. I think it's for both. I think without the UFOs, he wouldn't feel important. He needs that. That's why he's a surgeon, saving lives, feeling important, godlike. He wants that fucking power because he's a power-hungry whore. And that's all he knows. That's why he's successful. It's true. And I don't think I castrated him, but I think I'm spot on. Yeah, he's a freaking whore for sure. And nothing wrong with being a whore. I wish I was more of a whore, Nathan. You know, you do have to give up some things to become that whore. You're not the same to sell out like that.
Not at all. When you sell out, you give up any kind of
self-respect,
personal attachment, self-respect, personal attachment.
Good. Yeah.
And you're doing it for a hardware reason now, not for the truth. Because the truth,
eventually, yeah.
I am going for truth. I get nothing for what I do on my show.
I know.
I get nothing, right?
Right.
And I'm going for truth for all. And I don't think I want anything for that truth. If I find something out, I'm putting it in there, and like, I'm going to be talking shit about NDAs tomorrow. And everybody who's come out about NDAs and yeah, not so subtle. And what is the core value of having those NDAs? What is the, anyway, not my show. Your show. We're on your show.
Please. What are the values of, that's a great question.
Yeah. Because what is the purpose of an NDA?
You know what the purpose is, to shut you up.
Right. What's the core value of that? Are we protecting someone from harm, or are we protecting someone's little investment?
It's all of the above. It's all of the above. It's national security, whether we want to believe it or not. It really is when it comes to technology and the advancement of technological achievements, such as the Tic Tac maybe, or whatever propulsion they're coming up with. There's a monetary value for sure, but it's more about power and control and being the number one threat on the planet. When it comes down to it, that's what it's all about. It's all military, It's all about being number one in defense. And we are by far above and beyond. Well, not anymore. Actually, China, I think, surpassed us in their military. I don't know how good they are, but they've got as many people in their army as we do people in the United States. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's going to lead to a couple other points. You said the threat. I'm going to touch on that. That's straight in square Lou NDA territory, and I'm going to be talking about the threat. My buddy Keith is doing his show right now, talking about why UFOs and aliens are not a threat, and I'm going to go on to where it goes from national security to personal disclosure. Why one is definitely exclusive from the other. And I've had personal disclosure. You've had personal disclosure. Most of the people in the chat, they believe for some reason they have had their personal disclosure, and they're on different levels, right? We don't need society, a sweeping change to tell us what we already know. We're going to be like, oh yeah, I've been talking to them for years. A couple of them, not me, but I mean, it's been like.
Well, can I just jump in there and say, you know, even though you're saying we all have our personal disclosure, I still don't really. I mean, I know things exist, but I can't get them to appear when I want them to, and I can't have communication when I want them to. And there's no repeating of a same thing. It's different every time. There's no consistency. I can't measure this thing. In my opinion, something's happening, but it's not letting me hold on to it to figure it out. And that's what's amazing about this thing. So am I imagining it all? Is it just electronic impulses in my head? You know, when I was coughing in the room, I could have sworn when my head filled up with blood from the pressure, I saw a little amoeba all over the place. You ever see amoeba? There was millions of amoeba.
It's like the stuff in your eyes.
No. Millions of amoeba, like it was size of my brain, just all amoeba in front of me. So when I coughed, I had like my blood pressure was high, so you see shit. You never see shit. When you like sneeze, you don't see like static electricity for a second. You don't see like when the TV goes, pfft. You don't see that? I do. When I sneeze, I see like an electrical, like the TV, you know, like in the old days when it would go to like the national anthem would play and the TVs would turn off and you have the white noise. That's what it's like for a very split second. When I sneeze, when I cough, that'll happen. Like if I cough really hard, like when I was throwing up, I was seeing that. And then I started seeing like amoeba, like they were like, you know what an amoeba is? I saw millions of them, you know, in a round form in front of me because it was just something that's been going on my whole fucking life. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I see. Don't pressure me. It's hard to explain, man. I feel like you're pressuring me. Stop looking at me. You're not sure if I'm serious. You're not sure if I'm serious. You still don't know me by now?
Well, I know that part is not serious. The part where you're pressuring me. But the seeing the things, I know you're serious about that.
Yeah, I'm serious about everything I said.
Yeah. But I haven't had that. Sneezing, coughing. I will have like the edges of my vision turn red if I have my blood pressure up a little bit.
Oh, wow. I've never had that.
Yeah, it's just like if I cough if my blood pressure is already up or if I've been exercising or running or something, and if I have to cough or sneeze, I will have like a border of like red
I understand.
tint.
Yeah, I understand. Like goggles you're wearing. Yeah.
Right. Like on the outside of my vision. Like if I look over there, it follows me like that.
You know what that's from?
I
playing video games, first-person shooter, and you're getting hit on the side and it lights up to let you know you've been hit. That's what you're seeing. It's red, isn't it?
It's red. It's red. It's like
Wouldn't
Call
that be
of Duty.
Weird? Yeah, I'm telling you, you have Call of Duty syndrome.
Too much Halo.
Oh, you know, I loved Halo. God, I miss that. I miss playing video. I haven't played them in a couple of years. I miss it, Nathan. I have nobody to play.
I'm not going to do the pay-to-play thing, and my computer and internet are just not up to speed to do the online stuff now. So I just have to back off. I'm not going to get no $400 console, pay $15 for 10 minutes. I'm not going to do that crap, or whatever it is.
Diane, thank you to say welcome back in the $2 super. Mucho gusto, the boss. And Chris Rogers says for $5, thanks again for the support. £5, £5. Can Greer protect Elizondo if he breaks his NDA along with the others he claims? Well, Greer won't, but if anybody's going to, it's going to be Daniel Sheehan, who's taken hold of this and being the lawyer for, I think, everybody going up. I'm not sure. But how, like, if Greer broke his NDA, do you really think that the government would go after him and then his family? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they would. I think they would. They would do some.
Well, you're a military guy, right?
Yeah, these are not nice people we're dealing with.
Oh, I know that. Okay, so we're on that level.
You know that. Yeah, they will definitely go after family. If I knew anything, which I'm kind of glad I don't.
Yeah.
But I didn't sign anything saying I would never. Not high science, standard science, and it's boring. You can go look at it in museums and on YouTube, but I don't know anything. But I would be worried about it too. If I had signed something like that, I would be worried about it also.
Everybody's like, oh, what's the big deal? Oh, whistleblowers, they're so chicken. Yeah, you're right. Have your family threatened and look in their eyes and imagine someday you say something that could put everybody's life in danger. Are you kidding me? Nobody wants to live with that. That's why they do it with people with families. They have a lot to lose.
And Burchett, to bring him back up, he brought this part up, right? He said something about he doesn't want to know because he doesn't want to go through that.
Right. That was a great comment too. You're right.
Birch is the man. I'm loving that guy.
He's a good guy.
He's not my district, but I wish he was.
He's playing both sides, though. I can see it, but he's a politician, so they have to. But you know what? I think I'm going to wrap up the show. I'm kind of falling really sharp now, and I'm just getting tired. But this was a lot of fun. I thought we were going to have more to say about Herocon, but I guess there wasn't really that much more to go over.
I
kind of did it all.
There were a bunch of actors and 3 Darth Vader actors were there. They were cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They were cool.
And the big tall guy, we walked right past him, Rich.
Oh, wasn't he
like of the door?
Yeah, I know. I got him on video.
Yeah, that big tall guy.
Yeah.
He ended up talking to my buddy Kathy for like 20 minutes about birds. And I'm like, Darth Vader talking about birds. And there were we walked around and we walked the outer perimeter, and all those people against the back wall who had posters behind them, they were all actors or authors or something in
Get out of here. No
all
way.
Of those people.
I didn't know that. We mainly hovered on the inner thing. That was my fault.
Yeah. No, that was where
I ruined it
the more
again.
Interesting people were.
I suck. That's it.
No, man.
I'm stuck in a bad mood. I can't get out of it. No. All right.
I wish I had a Baby Yoda here to cheer you up. I'd go, Baby Yoda. I don't have one right now.
You still call him Baby Yoda. I'm surprised at that when it's Grogu.
Well, it's Grogu. There you go.
How's he showing up when he's green? He shouldn't be showing up. Watch, he'll disappear now. Yeah, why isn't my green screen making him invisible tonight? Let's see something. Oh, yeah, it's working. I love the invisible guy. This is my favorite.
The invisible chicken.
It's the best. See, I should just have him doing this during the show. Man, thanks again, Nathan. It was
Rich, it's been great.
A lot of fun.
Thank you for having me come on your show. We needed to do this. It's been like 2.5 years since I've been on your show.
I couldn't believe it. I know. When I asked you to come on, I'm like, when was the last time he was on? It wasn't last year, and I know he wasn't on the year before that. Oh my God, It's been 3 years. Because you came on when I first started GUFON, I think.
Mm-hmm.
When we had 35 people in the chat.
Yeah. I remember when you were like, the 300. Oh my God, I can't believe we got to 300. But I was there before that, yeah.
Yeah, well, 300. I stayed there for like 8 weeks. I couldn't get out of the 300. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy. And then we met Third Phase of Moon and had a lot of success because of their fans. And well, now we've looked back. You know how people say, and haven't looked back? Well, we've looked back because YouTube put a stop on it. Even though subscribers are coming in again very slowly, but they're starting to come in. I don't understand what happened. So, let's see what happens. But thanks again. And I'll do your show next time, whenever that is. And when is your show, by the way?
My very next show is tomorrow night at 9:00 Eastern time, I think.
Tomorrow night, Saturday at 9 Eastern.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a show tomorrow or Sunday. So you're doing it. You're the guy.
I'm going to be doing my first hour solo. And then after that, take a break and come back with the panel. And I've got me and Shadow for sure, Shadow and Sun, and possibly other people will come in, but I never know. It's the quantum show. I never know what's going to happen, and I like it that way.
I understand it. Yeah, no, you never know. I understand that kind of freestyle. That's what we do here. I plan the show, but I don't plan the show,
Yeah, here's this is. I mean, I see your fancy thumbnails, and what do I do? I got
that's the best thumbnail there is. That's the best thumbnail there is. You don't understand. That's a genius thing you did. That's why that works. Because nobody else is doing it.
I have to thank Amy from Alien Girl. Shameless plug, Alien Girl 111, Amy. Nikki Starchild, because she had me on one time with like 6 other people. And I told you this, right? But she had me on with like 6 other people. And I didn't want to interrupt, but I had something to say. I would just go, where's one that I, oh yeah, here's one. I would go, or whatever. That's an old note from a long time ago. And you know what? These notepads, I've used like 5 of these so far, and I'm saving them because they're history for me.
I have 200 notebooks over the years, 206 now.
Yeah.
Every show is 3 pages of notes. People don't understand.
Yeah. Oh, I got notes, but I'm talking about these things, when I bring up
that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, now like I see the difference. Yeah. That's funnier, actually, yeah.
And there's like very little context for these, and can I remember it, or am I going to ad-lib it?
You'll remember most of them. When I read all my notes, I'm like, oh my God, I remember what I was thinking when I wrote that. My next show that we're going to do Monday, it's going to be on unsettling pictures. So we're going to look at unsettling places on the earth. We're going to go to Google Earth, and we're going to look at places that are unsettling, that just seem out of place. So that'll be a fun show, and we'll talk UFOs and everything else. Nathan, I'm gonna say goodbye, and thanks again, and I will talk to you extremely soon.
Okay. Chat room, hit like and subscribe. You want to.
I think they did. No, they didn't. Hey, come on, get to work. Thanks again.
Thanks, Rich. I'm out.
Bye. That was fun. I did most of the talking in the beginning, I guess. I didn't realize how quickly I went through the story. And of course, I left some things out that I can't remember every detail, but I remember some things. Now they're coming back. And anyway, the story. That's the week and that was and wasn't, but it was a lot of fun. And that's that. So we will be back on Monday. I don't think, it's Mother's Day weekend. I just posted that video to the member section. So if you guys want to check out the meeting between me and Nathan and some other video of me driving and all that stuff, it's 7.5 minute video in the member section. I'll be putting another video up there tomorrow. So I'm going to try to do those videos and more shorts for you guys just to keep the motion and keep GUFON flowing again. So thank you for all the support. I can't thank you enough. Not going to get emotional. But thank you, moderators and super chatters and newcomers and veterans. Thank you for making this show smooth, fun, and very fun in the chat room. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But thank you very much. I appreciate everything. And what do we do? We are, what are we? Ufology for... Truthology for ufology. Damn. All right. We'll see you next time here on GUFON. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. I'll be posting something beautiful on Mother's Day. I don't know. Probably not. But thank you very much, everybody. And enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Be friendly. And alien bless.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Control, this is Flight. We're tracking 3 fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
objects